Alright, so welcome back. This is a direct continuation of the subpart A. Now, as you can see here, I've got also my device ready because we're going to integrate the shared code with our Android UI level code. So let me close that. Now we need to open this Android app, and we can see where we left last time. So first of all, let's expand this auth and open our sign up view model. Now inside our for our sign up UI state, let me add space like so. Yeah, now for our sign up UI state, I'm going to have here 3 more attributes. First of all, var is authenticating. It's a boolean that I will set to false by default. Now this will help us show the circular progress indicator. We'll have here auth error message. This will help us to show a toast whenever there is an error. Default value will be null. And lastly, I'm going to have this authentication succeeded. It's a boolean that was set to false like so. Now this will help us trigger the navigate to home function. Now come back inside our sign up view model. We first need an instance of our sign up use case. We'll pass that here. Sign up use case, where is that? This one. Then below our UI state var, I'm going to define one method here that I will call sign up. To sign up a new user, we're going first to launch a new coroutine by calling our viewModel-scope.launch. Let's set the UI state to be UI state.copy is authenticating. We'll set is authenticating to true to show the circular progress indicator. After that, we need to get our auth result data by calling our the sign up use case, and we'll pass the email as UI state.email. For the name, we'll pass UI state.name username, and for the password, we'll pass UI state.password like so. Now, once we've got our auth result data, going to change our UI state by using this when expression, when auth result data. You can hold Alt and enter and press enter to add remaining branches. Yeah, when our auth result data is result.error, in that case we're going to set our UI state to be UI state.copy is authenticating. We'll set that to false to stop the circular progress indicator, and then auth error message, we'll set that to auth result.message. When it's result.success, then our UI state will be UI state.copy is authenticating. Of course, we'll set that to false, and authentication succeed, we set that to true in order for us to trigger the navigate to home method or the navigate to home function. Yeah, that's what I meant. Great. Now we can open our sign up screen, and here we need to add first of all on navigate to home callback. Oops, what's going on? Like so. Yeah, we need also to have the on sign up click to call our sign up view model method to be a callback. So great. Now if let me first of all collapse this column here that we have, and I'm going to embed this inside a box. So I will add a box here, set the modifier to be modifier.fillMaxSize, and content alignment to be alignment.center. Now you can paste the column, and below that column I'm going to check if UI state is authenticating. In that case, we need to show our circular progress indicator, like so. Now let's expand this column and replace the call to navigate to login for our sign up button. Instead, we're going to call on sign up click, like so. So yeah, we need to provide here on navigate to home, pass an empty lambda, and also on sign up empty lambda for the preview. Great. And now I think we need a way to trigger this on navigate to home, but for that let me first of all close the box here. Great. Now below this box I need to have here a launch defect, and the key will be our UI state dot authentication succeed. Now for the block, inside this block, as you can see, we're getting a coroutine scope, but I would like here to check if if UI state dot authentication succeed. In that case, we need to call on navigate to home. I'm going to pass another key here to trigger this launch defect also. So the second key that I will pass here, key number 2, is UI state and what is that? Auth error message. Whenever this changes, I need this launch defect to be triggered or to be run, and I will check if our UI state dot auth error message, if that's different of null. In that case, we need to show a toast. That means that there was an error when we tried to authenticate or tried to sign up our user. And to show a toast here, we'll need a context that we can have here. Can we pass directly this as context, like so? Yeah. Let's try this. Var context is equal to local context dot current. Now from here we can call our toast dot make text. The context will be our context. The text will be UI state dot auth error. The duration will be toast dot short. Then we can call the show method, like so. We'll look for a way to trigger this on navigate to login later. So now we need to open this signup.kt file, and we need to handle the on navigate to home. I'm going to have code for that. It also have the on signup. For the on signup, we're going to call our view mode signup. For the on navigate to home, we first need to make our home screen a destination. To add this destination annotation for our home screen, let's add that quickly because we need to test if our signup is working. So I will add here destination, but later we're going to remove this annotation from our home screen directly. Now we can rebuild our project in order for the home screen destination object to be created. Great, so the project rebuild is done. As you can see, we're getting an error because our sign up view model is now taking a sign up use case, but we haven't provided that inside our app module.kt that lies inside this di package. So we're going to invoke this get method. That way the error is gone. Now we can close this, close our app module, then go back inside our signup.kt. For the navigate to home function, we're going to call navigator.navigate and pass our home screen destination that should be generated by the library like so. Great. And now, before we test our signup method, we need to also go inside social application, this one, our application class, and also call the get shared modules function to add the shared modules to our coin modules. And also we need to open our Android manifest. First of all, let's add internet permission, internet permission. And one more thing that we'd like to add here inside our Android manifest and add this attribute to our application tag here. Use clear traffic text and set that to true. That way you can send HTTP request. Great. So let me close this. Hope everything is in place now. Okay, so we can run our application and test and see if our sign up function is actually working. Oh, one more thing before we run our application, make sure that your Ktor, social app Ktor, is also running. For that, you will need to run our application KT. You can click here to run the application. So now we can close this social app Ktor and run our Android application. Great, the app is launched. Let's wait and see. Since this sign up screen is the start, where is that? We annotated our sign up as the starting destination. Now let's test and see if our sign up is working. Let's first of all enter here incorrect information. For example, I will write just PA for the name. Let me add here a correct email address, mrdeepcoding@gmail.com. For the password, I will pass 9876. Normally, we should get an error saying that the name is invalid because we entered a name with a length less than 3 characters. As you can see here, we're getting invalid name. Now, if we enter a correct name and remove this @ sign from our email, we should now get invalid email message. There we go. Now for the password, if we enter 3 characters, that will also show invalid password or too short password. Yeah, invalid password or too short. Now let's have a valid password and make sure that it's going to work. So let's hit create account. Great. So as you can see, we navigated successfully to our home screen. But normally at this stage, we are getting an error because if we try to go back, as you can see, it re-triggers the navigation because that was not removed from the back stack. Going to fix that in a moment. So now let's check our database and see if a new user has been inserted or not. So I will grab my terminal here, add one more prompt. We can run psql, and now let's connect to our social media DB. and now we can run select all from users. Great, so as you can see, we're getting this Patrick, the fourth user. Great, so as you can see, this user, mrdeepcoding@gmail.com, has been inserted with this user email, because we had another mrdeep@gmail.com when we were testing with Postman. That's why I added this new email here. Now you can hit enter. Where is our phone? Like so. So now if I close this and reopen that, I hope that I will see that. Where is the app? It should be this one. I hope it this one. So let's now try to add the same email. For example, normally we should get email already exists at gmail.com. We need to get an error message from our server. So for the password, let's pass 976, like so. Normally we should get a user with this email already exists, because we are setting the same email. There we go, a user with this email already exists. Now if we set a wrong password, this is not a sign-in. Yeah, let me just close this. I think the sign-up is working without any problem, and a user has been inserted. Now we need to work on the sign-in screen. So I will close this, terminate, go back inside Render Studio, and I will close all of these. Great. Close the shared module as well. Now we can open our login view model. So we'll first of all add that tree feed that we had it here to our login UI state. Is authenticating, error message, authenticated, succeed. Okay. Now we need to have a sign-in use case. Private val sign-in use case. Where is that? Sign-in use case, like so. Below our UI state, we need to define a function, sign-in. We'll do pretty much the same here, the same thing here. View model scope, change the UI state to be UI state.copy is authenticating to true. Then just copy the logic that we got here, and we just need to change the method calls. We need an auth result that will come from our sign-in use case, and for the sign-in use case, we don't need to pass the username. If result is error, yeah, we need to set this. If it succeeds, yeah, we also need to set that as well. So yeah, I think we're done. Now we can open our sign up screen. We already have the not sign up screen, login screen. We need to also have here the navigate to home unit. What else do we need here? Let me go back inside our sign up screen. We need a on sign in click. Do we need anything else here? We can also have a on navigate to sign up, but we'll add that later. So let's add a preview on navigate to home, pass an empty lambda. On sign in click, also we need to pass. an empty lambda here. So great. Now let's collapse our columns and inside a box. We need to put this inside a box. Modifier dot fill max size, content alignment dot center. Paste our column. Check if UI state dot is authenticating, and in that case we need to show a circular progress indicator. So the same way as what we did inside our sign up, we need to have a context, and we'll need a launched effect. Yeah, great. So I think, yeah, that's all we need for now. And let's find a way to trigger this on sign in click. For that, you need to expand this column here. And for the on click of our button, we're going to call the on sign in click. We need to invoke that. Then we need to open our login.kt. For the on sign in click, we're going to pass viewModel not dot bad. What am I doing? Sign in, and for the on navigate to home, we need to call navigator.navigate. We can pass here home screen destination. But we don't have a way to move from our sign up screen to login screen. So what I'm going to do here is that I will change. I will set this as the start destination for now, just to test our login feature, and remove that from our signup.kt like so. I think we can now rerun our app. No, open our app module and add also this get. Great, now we can rerun our app and test if the login is working. Great, our login screen is opened. Let's first add this Mr. Deep coding at gmail.com. We can add for now a wrong password, like 987 and 0 instead of 6, and test if we're getting a invalid credentials. Yeah, invalid credentials, wrong password. Yeah, I mean, this is working. If we omit the @ sign, we should get an invalid email. There we go. Now if I now enter the correct password, we should log in and navigate to a home screen. There we go. Oh, we're getting this toast. Yeah, because we need to cancel that. So our login also seems to be working without any problem, but after the navigation, let's call. Alright guys, now I wanted to continue this video, but this is too long. I've been working since the morning, so I'm a little bit tired. I'm going to make a quick video probably tomorrow or after tomorrow to store the token that were generated by our backend.